To thine own self, in the present moment be true. Your truth will set you free. Trauma Recovery Anonymous teaches any individual to break free from their past, to live completely in the present. This is an inside job. It always has been an inside job. Only you can do this. Only you can make this decision for yourself. This simple practice I'm going to share with you will show you how to achieve this and why. Take 2 sheets of paper, A4 sheets preferably. At the top of the first sheet, write your name and your age of who you are today. So in my case, I would write 64-year-old Richard. And underneath this page, I write an autobiography of who I am. My wife, my children, my job, where I live, my family of origin, my family in the present, my friends of origin, my friends in the present. Everything about myself today. I don't include the past or the future, just who I am today in my life. My hopes, my dreams and my aspirations, my health, and my interests and hobbies. And I might take a photograph and attach a photograph of who I am today, or if I haven't got a photograph, draw a self-portrait of myself. So I've got a small grey beard, grey hair, lines around the eyes, and you can see I'm an old man, 64 years of age. And that's my autobiography of who I am today. If you look at that, you'd know exactly who I am and what I am today. On the second page, you write the name and age of that younger aspect of you before they suffered their trauma event. In my case, it was a 12-year-old child. And since I'm known as Richard today, in my youth, I was known as Richie. So on that sheet of paper, I write down young 12-year-old Richie. And then on that page, I write an autobiography for him. This is a week or so before the event. So who he lives with, where he lives, and so on. So I put he lives with his parents in the family home. And then I relate that to myself. Both my parents died about 30 years ago. The family home is sold. A part of his life are his aunts and uncles and his grandparents. For me, my grandparents are dead some 40 years. And of all my aunts and uncles, only one is still alive. And then I go on to his siblings. He lives with his siblings who are all attending school as well. Of my siblings, one died of leukemia. And the other 4, they're all grown-up adults. 2 are grandparents. One lives in the UK, and the rest live in Ireland, where I'm from, and so on. And you put all their information about who they are, their interests, their hobbies, their hopes and dreams and aspirations, and you clearly define who that 12-year-old child is today. And then take a photograph of that child or draw a self-portrait of what that child might look back then. So then he had lots of curly brown hair, full head of brown hair, cheerful, happy, innocent, compared to the person I am today. And I can see clearly we're 2 different people. I'm not a 12-year-old child, I'm a 64-year-old man. I can't go around telling everybody that I was abused at the age of 12 because I'm never 12. I am now a 64-year-old man, that's all I can be. We learn to accept that the past didn't happen to the person that we are today. It happened to a younger aspect of us, and we carry the memory of what happened to that younger aspect of ourselves, and sympathy pains for them as a show of support and solidarity for what they went through. So I would have carried the sympathy pains for that 12-year-old child and for his loss of innocence. If you're a veteran, you know today that you're a veteran, maybe you're 50 years of age, and looking back you can see that younger aspect of you who went off to war, and you carry the memory of what they suffered and their sympathy pains for their loss of innocence. And then further on, if back in your childhood or in your youth, you were attacked in some way, mentally, physically, emotionally, or even sexually, that it happened to a younger aspect of you, it didn't happen to you. You and I, we can only live in these 24 hours today. We can't step back into the past. We've no guarantee the future will happen again. We're told the past is our history, none of our business. Tomorrow is a mystery, it may never happen. All we have is today, and if we're going to live fully in the present, we must find a way of giving the past free, back to its younger self. And we have to find that way. And this program, Trauma Recovery Anonymous, allows you to give the details and the baggage of your past back to its rightful owner, that younger version of you. And when you give it to them, they leave this plane of existence, and you feel the release in your body mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So grab 2 sheets of paper, write these 2 biographies out, and see that you're talking about 2 different people. Thank you.